2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row.
Something like that.
It's pretty good for us lately.
Yes. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and possibly for the first time to Black Market Live.
Yes.
Tommy AU is here. Oi, oi, men!
Woo!
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go. Yes. Last week we learned all about the proper sleigh bell technique to get that
Which was
reindeer
amazing.
jingle bells sound, which is
honestly incredible.
it's not what you would think it is. Like if you just pick up sleigh bells, you would think, oh, this is easy, which is kind of the thought that goes through people's minds, I guess, about most percussion instruments. Like when you pick them up, like, I could play this, I got this, and then the music starts and you're like, oh shit.
You can see I posted a if anybody follows me on Instagram, I posted a reel of that like moment, and you could see on my face as soon as I start like playing it like this, like how disappointed I look that like I spent like $20 on this fucking jingle bell, and it sounded so stupid, and it was amazing how as soon as we did the cough the baby technique, it really really transformed.
That's how you play sleigh bells, people.
Yeah, that was an epically long stream last week. I was telling Brandon I'm a little bit sick. I'm okay to work today. It'll be fine, but I'm a slightly under the weather, so I don't know if today will be 5 hours. Maybe it'll be 4.
There's a dog opening the door behind you. I see a
good.
dog head.
I was wondering when he was going to.
They figured out how to open the doors.
They did. This is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
We're recreating Jurassic Park right now.
But yeah, this is Black Market Live. This is the show where we record reggae live on the show together. I am Brandon Wiesel. That's Nate. Black Market. Together we are Black Market Dub.
Yes, sir.
And one day, a long time ago, we thought, hey, why don't we just turn the cameras on while we work?
If there's ever been a time where you can honestly say together we are Black Market Dub, I would say now is the time. Because Brandon, once again, has valiantly taken up the flag of preparing music for us today after I've been sick and just kind of generally burned out this week. So he's made another track for us today, which I'm really, really excited
Made
for.
another track, and I may do it again.
Honestly,
don't tempt me.
I hate to say this, but
I'll
I
do
think
it again. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again.
shit.
Sorry, was that really loud?
No, it's just the level of fucks you don't give was.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
I'm serious.
I haven't finished my first cup of coffee yet.
I'm
so.
trying. Me neither. I'm still drinking my first cup of coffee. Also, it's morning time here in North America, y'all.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I'm on the West Coast. Nate is in the middle of the country, aka 9 bazillion miles away.
Nash Coast.
In the Nash Coast. But yeah, no, I seriously don't give a fuck. I will make another track, which I never do. Nate is, I mean, he is Black Market for a reason. He's the originator, the engine room, the granddaddy of this project.
I've been thinking a lot about it, though. It's like, just because I have been doing it a certain way for a long time, or even the whole time up to this point, it doesn't mean it has to stay that way forever. It doesn't mean it should stay that way forever. I think, ideally, Black Market, I've said this before, but maybe people who are new to the show or new to this project or whatever, I only started doing Black Market because I needed shit to practice dubbing on. It wasn't, I didn't think I didn't think it would turn into this. I'm glad it has. It's awesome. But I thought by this point it would be like, I would have so many bands and musicians just sending me stuff to dub that like I wouldn't need to. Yeah. So I have always been open to just doing other shit from other people. And in lieu of like, you know, not just getting like thousands of songs coming in every day to dub out from other people, I'm like more than happy with like Black Market kind of changing shape and you producing songs, taking a lead on producing songs more. I think it's fucking cool. And the other thing I want to say about it, for this project in particular, I think it makes a lot of sense because, I don't think for every project it would make sense for us to just have you do it or anything like that. But for this one in particular, I think it makes sense because, one, it's a full album, and two, we're trying to divide it into two different distinct kind of feels. And so for me, my side already has like a very distinct feel. I can tell just by like browsing through the songs. It's like, whoa, okay, that is a thing, this collection of songs.
Yeah.
And then listening to the two that you've done so far, you're nailing the like kind of bluesy, spooky, almost I don't even know how to describe it, but you're nailing a completely different vibe that I think if I were to try and do it, I don't think it would come out that way necessarily.
To me, it's the word is sleepy.
Yeah, it's very sleepy. That's exactly the word.
The songs I'm contributing to the album are the like 1800s ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like sleepy. It's like morning, like late at night. It's like twilight time.
Yeah.
Late at night and early in the morning.
Yeah.
Kind of vibes, like in a robe.
5 a.m. reggae.
Exactly. That's how it sounds.
Yeah. When you've got
that's the way that those songs have always felt to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to preserve that feeling.
But
yeah, we got a new one that we're gonna share with you guys today.
Yeah, very excited. It's really cool. Brandon sent me over the mixed bounce last night, and actually, if you're on Patreon or subscribed on Bandcamp, I owe you guys some rough mixes, which I'll try and do today.
Oh,
if I have
nice.
some time.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah, Brandon sent me over this one today. I'm really excited about it. God rest ye merry gentlemen. Is that the
Yes.
title? Okay, good. Because you only
God
said
rest
the
ye merry
abbreviation.
gentlemen.
You only said the abbreviation.
I didn't tell you what the title is.
Well, like I've heard this song
I
before,
didn't
and I've
notice
heard the
that.
title before, but like
Yeah.
I was like GRYMG. Okay, I was like,
I didn't even notice. I didn't.
I was
tell
like,
you
is it good?
title.
Rest ye merry something? What is it? I like last night I was like laying in bed thinking about it. I was like, I cannot remember the actual title, but yes, God rest ye merry gentlemen. And
catch up with the chat before it disappears.
Yeah, absolutely.
From my view, anyway.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Tommy AU's feeling under the weather as well. You two Nath spent last night shivering the night away.
Damn.
The
Glad it's not just me. Actually, I'm not glad. That sucks.
What is this word? Lurgy. Lurgy is upon
Oh,
me.
lurking.
The
Are you looking
It
at
sounds like it has
smoke and
something
mirrors?
to do with the sickness.
Oh,
He says
lurgy. Oh, yeah.
the lurgy is upon me.
Oh, probably like loogies, maybe. Like you got some bugs.
I've been sneezing all over yourself and you're just covered with loogies. You should get some
Mine's-
tissues and wipe your face, man.
My cold is not that bad. I've had this really persistent sore throat, but like to even call it a sore throat is like doing a disservice to like real sore throats, like that
It's
I've
just
had in the past.
annoying.
It's just like this annoying, like kind of. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even feel that sick. It's fucking weird. I hate it, but I've definitely been like really low energy. It's not COVID. I tested myself. I'm fine, but been really like low energy, and it's coincided with me just feeling super burned out on producing more tracks. It's just there's a reason why we stick to 4 in a month, because it's like I've like scientifically over the course of 40 EPs figured out exactly how many I can do and like maintain like enthusiasm and energy for it.
Yeah.
So we're especially coming off the heels of fucking last month where we did 2 EPs in a
We
month.
also did 8 songs.
Yeah, did another, and right before that did Radiohead. It's like I feel like we've actually put out slightly less music this year than like in years past, but like really hasn't felt that way. It's felt like a lot of work. So
Magaduppy's back.
that's awesome.
What up? friend of the show.
Magaduppy's been posting some new dub videos. I
Yes.
saw his most recent one, and it's rad. I really loved it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Magaduppy says, "Yo, long time. Good to see you. It's
He's-
good to see you too."
He's dubbing out those just absolutely killer Prince Fatty tracks. They're just super awesome.
Yeah, sounds really good. Magaduppy, I don't know if you noticed or if anybody else noticed. We put one of your songs in the last playback video without asking your permission.
Oh, yeah. It's
so-
under. You'd have to look for it. You'd have to listen for it. It's
Yeah.
low, but it's in there. It's playing underneath one of our videos.
Yeah, we just went ahead and used because any music that's been published that we use in our videos, there's a chance that there'll be a copyright flag, and then
Yeah.
in order to use it, you have to have the person's permission. So I chose one of
So we thought
your
we'd ask.
songs.
We thought we'd ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Yeah.
It's just like that's how copyright YouTube
Yeah.
stuff works, right?
Decided to use one of yours because I figured that you would say yes if we asked you, if it came to that.
Yeah. He says, "Dope,
so-
no worries." Woohoo! All right,
Yay.
YouTube, you see it.
Yep.
Don't flag
Let
us
this
ever.
Exhibit A. The Funky Canuck is here.
Yeah.
What up?
What up? Indeed.
Yeah, well wishing for Tommy. Hey everybody, sorry to hear you're feeling bad, Tommy. But and then Tommy says, wait, I'm missing it. Something where you said what lurgy equals illness.
Oh, okay. Tommy AU,
Never heard that
remind
before.
me where you're from again. I like to know where everybody's coming from. Funky Canuck, it's pretty obvious. We don't need to ask him. I think it's clear.
Yeah.
And yeah, we know Maga
And
Duppy
Maga
our
Duppy,
other-
you can
our
tell
other
by the name,
friends.
is obviously from Sweden.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
so yeah, Nate, we got a new Christmas song. Do you want to get into it, or
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
and Smoke and Mirrors is always a yes as well for using Smoke and Mirror sound system music.
Oh, that's helpful actually. 'Cause
Yeah,
that would be great.
That's right. I didn't use any Smoke and Mirrors songs in that playback video because I'm pretty sure all the ones that I have on my computer have vocals in them, and I wanted to use only tracks with no vocals
Yeah.
to sit behind the dialogue.
Do you remember the tempo for this one off the top of your head?
Yeah, no, but I can put it. Look in my session. It's 82.7
82. Oh my God, you're so annoying.
BPM. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm having a
Yeah.
weird headphone issue all of a sudden. 80 what? 80 what?
Tell me, he says sorry for the caps. Larry equals illness. God damn it. Screaming at
Did you
us.
say 82.7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So, which sounds like a radio station. Or
How did you arrive at that, by the way? I'm very curious.
because so the drum tracks that we use for our music are almost always from sessions that were recorded by Prince Fatty, drums played by a drummer named Horseman, and they recorded the drums to tape. And so the multi-tracks that we're working from are recorded back from tape, so the BPM drifts. It's not perfect.
I see. So you kind of mapped it to their tempo instead of forcing them into a locked tempo.
So the way that I put my drums to a grid is different, a little bit different than the way that you do it. Once I get the new computer set up and I can screen share, I can show all you guys how I do it. But it starts with trying to get the tempo to approximate like the average tempo among the drift over the course of the entire song. And so I'm adjusting, trying to get to it. And so for this song, the closest to the average tempo across the whole song was 82.7. But I did that, and then I ended up not actually aligning this to a grid. So this is one of, every once in a while, I will keep it tempo corrected.
Mm-hmm.
So this song actually, the drums are not adjusted to a grid.
Nice.
But they are edited. So I cut it up Swiss cheese, put all the drum fills where I want them, put all the little drum embellishments where I want them, but I did it in a way, which I will also show you guys later, without time correcting anything.
Nice. It sounds really good. I listened to it a little bit last night, and it's very... Me and Brandon were both talking about how wild it is that, like, it sounds like they just recorded it like this on purpose. It's really good.
Yeah, right.
I don't
a lot
think...
of the things that he played fit in with the melody of the song and everything. It's pretty cool.
I think I only have drums, skank, and the guitar. I don't know if you sent me the bass for this.
No, I haven't recorded the bass.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually...
I was listening on my
going
phone
to-
speaker, so I wouldn't have heard it anyway, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't really come up with a killer idea for the bass, and I was going to petition you for some ideas,
Oh, okay.
actually.
Um,
Human Music Productions in the chat. What up? I don't remember that name. It's
me
possible
neither.
first time here, so
Yeah.
welcome.
yes, good to see you.
Yeah, man. So
Is this E minor? Is that the key? Are you going off?
it's in C minor.
Oh, C minor. Okay, I'll just transpose.
I was
real quick.
working from the Bing Crosby version,
Oh,
who
okay.
to me is the king of Christmas music,
Let's see if I can find
the
the
end all
actual-
be all Christmas singer, Bing Crosby.
I'm just gonna go with the version I found. It should be okay.
Oh, Smoke and Mirrors says I'll send 29 dubs. There we go.
Love it. That'll be. That'll
Nothing
honestly
but
be
Smoke
helpful.
and Mirrors in playback from now on.
Yeah, that'll honestly be helpful.
Mhm.
All right. Well, let's listen to what we've got so far. So about the bass, did you want me to like take a crack at figuring something out, and then
Yeah,
you can refine it from there?
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to basically kind of use you as a lab rat to,
Okay.
or a baseline farm,
Interesting.
and
I
just
love it.
farm you for a baseline idea
I
that I
love
can
it.
run with. Was my idea. So yeah, this is the final drums, but the skank guitar and the guitar playing the melody is just a guide
Nice.
for us to layer
to work
music
to.
on. Yeah.
Sounds really good though. Let's check it out. Oh my god, I must have missed that bell.
Really?
last night.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit. Well, do you think I should check into the bass first? Should I do that right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that kind of makes most sense since we already have a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. Oh shit, Sidewalk Andy's here. What up, Andrew? Good to see you back, mon frere. Magaduppy says, fun fact about the title, the acronym, God rest you merry gentlemen, GRIMG, is that grim, I have no idea how you pronounce that really, grim, means cruel or grim in Swedish, but mostly in a what way? We need a little darker background behind the chat right here. Used mostly in a positive way. Yeah, you know, the way that you use the word cruel and grim in a positive way. That makes sense. Maybe that's a positive thing to say in Sweden. I don't know. Andy says it's snowing in Berlin. Take me back to Spain.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I also want to go back to Spain, bruh. So does Nate. Yeah, this is a Spain positive show.
Spain positive live,
Yes.
live show.
This is a pro Spain stream.
I
We
agree.
love Spain around here.
Can everybody hear my bass okay?
Yes. Let me get mine out so I can play what you're playing.
That's why it was so quiet.
Oh, Magada, kind of like sick is used in a positive way. Okay, that makes sense. Like, dude, this shit is grim. That shit is cruel.
So I've got my bass going through. I like this view a lot, so you guys can see my console and what's going on here. I got my bass routed through my tube channel, so it gets a little. Even though I have the tube turned to like minimum, it still like distorts into the red. So I still get some nice little tube warmth. Here's what it sounds like cranked, by the way. It's
nice
cool.
It's 40.
Yeah, it's really good for like distorted vocals, like to get that like kind of Dan Auerbach like vocal sound.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've got chords C minor, G sharp, which G7, C minor, G sharp, G7. Does that sound correct so far? Pretty much.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's the first result on Ultimate Guitar tabs is exactly what I played.
Okay, let me add one more plug-in to my bass that I like to use.
Okay.
I have an Ampeg pedal that I run everything through, but I actually it's like only gets me like halfway to like what I like. Then I have like an Ampeg like amp head simulator that I also.
Strike with Chaos Production says love that bass fuzz.
Nice. Good to see you here. Strike with Chaos. Very, very nice. It's nice to see all these like kind of new regulars here too. It's
new regs.
The new class. Oh wow. All right, let me see if I can figure out a little bass part to do for this.
Love that bell. Oh, okay, so that beginning is yeah, I'll show you that later.
Interesting. I'm gonna loop. This is kind of how this will be interesting for you guys because you'll be able to see kind of how I write parts a little bit. I typically will just loop a section.
You're a section looper, huh?
Yeah.
Old Loopy McGee over here.
Yeah, exactly. Although, actually, since yours isn't locked to a grid, I don't actually know if I can do that. I might not be able to do that. It's not going to loop since it's not on a.
Oh, you can only loop on like beat markers.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. That's all right. We'll do it a different way. Definitely, I mean, like, heavy emphasize the one drop thing. It moves pretty fast, so it's like
it does.
Like I almost feel like you might not even need to like necessarily hit all these chords like on the bass. You know what I mean? Let's see. Do you have? Oh, I see. D sharp. I was playing C sharp right there.
Smoke and Mirror Sound System says simplify.
Yeah, I will, but I'm just getting the chords under my hands. Just
you play it, John. You get in here and you do it.
I just have to figure out how the chords go. This is the first time I'm looking at the song, so that's why I'm playing every single root note on every single chord because I don't.
Right.
I don't
yeah.
really know the
learning the song first.
Yeah. See, like some of those feel like they're passing by really quick, where like you almost could let the bass just kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure yet because I don't know the song well yet, but.
Mogadep, we gotta go to the store real quick. Be right back. Have a safe trip to the store. Pick me up.
This is weird. What is like the mode this is in? Like, what is this?
It's literally it's just C Aeolian. It's just C minor.
Okay, gotcha.
At least the melody is. I mean, well. Yeah. Well, except for the moment where the 5 chord is major. So there's one little moment where there's like
this section
a major 7. But I don't think the bass needs to worry about that. The melody never plays it. That major 7. It only happens in the chord for a second.
Turnaround. Yeah, so I'm starting to find little spots where things make sense. And then this little. So we got. And then. What do we got here? It's very interesting chord shapes. It's not coming super naturally to me quite yet, but I like it. It's really, I love this song. It's so good.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nasty melodies.
Twice.
But the second time is without the B flat. It just resolves. So it's
okay.
And then
okay, cool. Yeah, this is wild. I think I got the shape down. Now it's like, what is an actual cool part to play? Not just doing root 5 shit.
And just following the chord.
Yeah, and just following the chords. So definitely, I think, emphasize the 1 drop. So 1.
Yeah.
And then from that point, I think it's like you kind of can take off on You could just do. It's hard. It's hard to not figure it out while it's playing. Like, I wonder if you could do that walk up. I don't know the actual notes. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you mean along with the melody?
Yeah, you could do something like. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm playing the wrong. Let me try that since I kind
of. Okay. Okay, yeah. So
what do you
talking
think?
about locking in with the melody right there. So maybe like leave out the first note.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if you'd want to do that both times.
Okay.
I wonder if maybe you'd only do it on the second one or something like that. Or you do it the first time and then do some other kind of thing the second time. You flip it somehow. Or you could even like simplify it like that. It doesn't have to like totally lock in. Oops, I played G sharp, but even less busy than that.
Oh.
The second time do something different or whatever to signify it's changing.
It could just be as simple as that, just but.
Yeah. Yeah, I like. Hope everyone's enjoying dueling basses today. Yeah, and maybe you could like later in the song you could lock in on that melody for emphasis at some point. Like we could figure that out. Let's try it. Let's play it one more time.
Okay. I like that the best so far.
I forgot my own little thing already.
Oh, that's nice.
Turnarounds are always what gets me. So like this D sharp G7, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
How are you doing that?
So I'm on the 6th fret, going just
nice.
Yeah.
That's tight. I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, let's see if we can. So, okay, now the part we have to kind of come up with like an actual thing to do is the what is it? D sharp.
Actually, here, as we're going along, do you mind? Can I just record some scratch
Oh, go
parts
for
on
it,
here,
yeah,
just so we
do
don't
it.
forget these ideas that
Do
we're
it,
coming
yeah.
up with?
Yeah, I'm not recording anything.
Okay, so I have the same.
Yeah, I mean,
session on
this
my
is just
computer.
for you to, you know, get your brain
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, I just want to work at just these parts, just so we don't forget them as we're moving on to other sections. Okay. Whoa, mine is quite.
I
a bit
love
louder
Fat
than
Bell
yours.
so much. I can't believe I didn't like notice that before.
Yes, dude.
Okay,
Dude.
going to
Yeah.
Niz Cam for Niz bass.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gotta get the star of the show, the bass in there.
Yeah,
Um.
this is a bass positive. I keep wanting to
Yes.
call this a podcast, but it's not.
Yeah.
I guess it's not.
Technically not a podcast.
There you
Oh,
go.
shit.
That's sick.
I like the way that you played it better.
Okay.
I can't remember how you played it, but
So I did it. I am doing it like. So I'm doing it like
Oh.
super simple.
Hey, can you play it along with the track so I can see where it fits in
Yeah, yeah.
with the where in the bar it sits? Please. Ah. So you're doing
I think
not.
you're actually adding in an extra note. You're
Oh,
playing,
okay.
and
Uh-huh.
I'm doing. But I
Oh,
kind of
so
like
there's
what
only
you're
two
doing.
notes in
Yeah,
yours.
there's only two notes. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh no, I like that better.
Okay.
All right,
Cool.
let's try this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, right?
This is the hard one.
Dude, I think if there's one moment where the bass should literally join the melody, it's
Okay. I like
that
it.
little thing. Hang on. I think I can play this better. Well, actually, this is just for scratch, but
Yeah. Nice.
yeah, just a little embellishment.
I
on the
like
second
the
one.
I like the little pickup notes you're playing. They're cool.
Okay, yeah, I put the pickup in the second one and not in the first. Actually, maybe it doesn't need the second. If it has the pickups, it doesn't need the second drop. Is that too long of a gap?
I have to hear it again. I wasn't focused.
So this is what we have.
I mean, it emphasizes the one dropness really well. You know.
Yeah.
I think all of this does so far.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, but like writing for one drop stuff, especially bass, is always like I tend to overplay, so it's so it's like hard for me to
Yeah.
One drop, I always feel like I'm on shaky footing because I feel like I'm doing too much. But I feel like so far we're doing a good job avoiding that.
I think something that will make it make more sense is if I don't do the double drops in the first part. Let's try this. No, never mind.
Okay.
They do need to be in there because it needs to differentiate itself from the melody.
Yeah.
It needs to have a double bon, bon. Because otherwise it just sounds like it's trying to be a weird unison part with the melody.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. Okay. Next section.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now
Base farm. Me. You're
okay.
my base Wagyu cow.
I like it. This is fun. Just to take everything I'm doing and make it way better. Okay. So then this is the trickiest part, I think, which is this D sharp G7 turnaround thing. Trying to think, like, how do you tie those together in like a line, like a descending line or something?
So it's
Let me play it. I'm thinking of going back to this position where we did the. I feel like that's kind of where this line will be found. Going back to that well. So yeah, we could do something like that. I could do that. I think that's.
well. Wait. Is this the section? Is this the F minor part?
Is it?
I think we already have that. That's the.
Oh, you're right. I'm fucking this up.
Right. We need the next, which would definitely explain why a similar part would sound good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, actually, yeah, it's still kind of working what I wanted to do, even though I was listening on the wrong section.
Heavy bass hippie
What up?
up in here. Hope everyone's week is going well. I'm lurking and working today. Yeah, everybody, let's all work together. Let's all get productive today.
Okay, let's. Why is it? Where am I?
This is the excuse me, the D sharp to G, C minor, B flat.
Okay, I see. I'm adding the A sharp later than I should. Oh fuck. This is definitely different than what I was expecting or what I was imagining. Yeah, okay. So it's just longer than I wanted. something kind of like that, maybe.
Ooh.
So actually, or maybe this would be better. So and then once you move up, so you could do this. Basically, you could do something kind of like that. Yeah, something basically that, and figure out how that fits. Okay, so I'm still playing it wrong, but that's an idea.
Yes. Okay, so let's see. So,
Yeah. I feel like in the context, by its isolated, it makes sense. But then in context, I'm not sure if it's 100% what it should be.
the rhythm is there, and the like back and forth part of it's just, I think what notes they are just got to be massaged around to fit with the chords.
How about like dun 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 dun?
Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. It's similar to what the line's doing, I guess, but that line may or may not even be there forever, you know? Like Wallace is going to come in and play something. It could be totally different phrasing of that, you know?
Right. Let's see. Almost there.
Yeah. I like that.
It's I think that's what it needs to be.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
These are the kind of like little things like I don't know this song well enough to know why I like things that are working. But it's working.
I think we have some things that work really well in isolation. We're just gonna have to massage them all
together.
Yeah, to make sense in context with each other.
Totally.
So let's listen to what we got here. So,
I almost feel like that rhythm too. I feel like it should kind of mirror
They
it.
need to be the same.
Yeah,
Yes,
it should, and then
exactly.
since
Thought
it
the exact same
repeats,
thing.
change it the next time.
Okay. So I think the first one should be the same as the second one, rather than the second one being the same as the first.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's more just a rhythm thing.
yeah. Right.
It's less like what notes exactly. It's just the notes seem to work. It's the rhythm that
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still,
The notes aren't right though,
Yeah.
but it should be that rhythm. I think there's something. It's fighting something in the melody. Says.
Yeah, it is.
Because he's playing a G sharp.
What if you did this? What if you screw the walk down? You could just mirror it on a lower string. I think, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you could simplify it even more. And just screw the...
Okay.
Because maybe that... I like that walk down a lot, but maybe... I think you're right. It is kind of clashing with the melody slightly.
Okay. So...
Or it's like... It just sounds like... It sounds like the bass and the melody are trying to lock in and failing. And, like, not doing it right there.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
that's nice. That feels more like relaxed and that feels more intentional, honestly.
yeah.
You know, another thing, side note, I'm amazed at the way your bass, despite where you play on the neck, as long as you're on the lowest two strings, like the register really doesn't sound like it's like shifting like drastically as I feel like it should sound. It's really nice and like consistent sounding.
Like the tone doesn't change very much when I go high.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Like
Yeah.
I think if you're like extreme about it, it does. Yeah, like if
Yeah.
I was listening to that blind, I don't know if I would be able to pinpoint where on the neck you are.
Mhm.
Whereas like I feel like mine is like really, really different. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Side
Yeah.
note, I like it. I think that's good for a bass to have. That's a good thing
Right.
for a bass
Yeah,
to not like
consistency.
draw stupid attention to itself by just playing elsewhere on the neck.
That's one of the hardest. So like, I think I've said this before on this show. Like the learning curve for learning the basics of guitar, 6-string guitar, is extremely fucking hard. Just getting to the point where you're playing real music that sounds real and
I'm still working
doesn't
on
sound
that.
terrible.
Still
Me too.
working on that.
It's extremely hard. But then after that, kind of picking up more advanced techniques and tricks and stuff is comparatively not that hard.
Yeah.
And bass, I think, is the opposite. Getting in on the ground floor is very, very simple and very easy compared to other instruments.
Yeah.
But the advanced level stuff of playing the bass is so fucking hard.
It's so hard.
And detailed and takes years and years and years to master. And that is one of them, is
You know what's shitty
having
about that
the
too?
same timbre for your note no matter where you're playing
Yeah.
is so fucking hard. And it's all in the little fine details of how you're plucking it and where, like moving your hand closer to the bridge and farther away from the bridge, compared to where your left hand is.
The shitty thing about that too, and I'm sure anybody who's been in like a high school garage band probably remembers this sentiment, was like, it's like if you had two guitar players in the band but no bass player, it's like whoever is shittier at guitar just plays bass, because like who cares, or whatever. And like it's so shitty, because I've never played in a band where like the bass player was just like some throwaway guitarist or something, or the bass player was a guitar player who then just like switched to bass just because we needed someone to do that. I've actually been asked to do that in a couple projects before, and I never have fun doing that because I'm not a bass player. But I've always found that funny to me, because I've only been in bands with like incredible bass players, and I'm just like, I look at what they do. Yeah, I look at what they do and what they play, and I'm just like, I definitely can't do that. Like,
yeah, that's like, that's lucky, man. Because like you say, in the garage band world, the bass player is usually the one who's in the group of friends who doesn't know how to play an instrument.
Yeah.
Here, take the bass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like, I've been asked to like, play bass and stuff, and I'm just like, look, I could play bass for you. I could do that. But like, you'd be so much better served by like getting a real bass player. Like it's not, I don't know. There's that's why I always say there's a lot of value brought to this project by having Brain involved. His bass playing brain is very appreciated. I think we have some chat stuff we should catch up on.
Oh. Interesting
comparison. Defunky Canuck says, interesting comparison about the difference between learning bass guitar. I've been trying to learn guitar for years now. I've gotten pretty good at the A-Team theme song. Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
Good choice. And yeah, dude, that tracks. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That you said that you've been learning for years now, trying to learn for years now, and gotten pretty good like at a single song. That's about like on the pace, I think. I think that's one of the things that people don't really tell people, kids or adults, when they decide to pick up the guitar. It's like, okay, you're gonna be awful for 3 years.
Yeah, totally.
You won't even be able to play real fucking music for like 3 years.
Yeah. Which is why it's good to start when you're young, because who gives a fuck if you suck? If you suck until you're 13 or 14, it's like, awesome. Those are great years to suck at something,
Yeah.
But even so, like, I used to teach guitar, and like, I remember I had a student who came in who was like in his 50s, and he'd never touched a guitar before. And he was just like, I feel like I'm too old to like learn how to play guitar. I'm like, dude, says who? Like, who gives a shit? Like, yeah, you'll suck for a while and it'll be frustrating, but like, then you'll know an instrument. Like, that's amazing. That's one of the coolest things a human being can do. It's like to know how to express themselves with music. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to take you, really, seriously, it will take you as an adult just as long to get good at it as it takes a kid.
Totally. Yeah.
You just don't notice it because the kid is growing up at that time. And so you just like associate that with like the kid getting older. So they're getting better.
Yeah.
But no, that's just how long it takes.
Yeah. I mean, there is something to be said for like when you're that young, your brain is a little more spongy and elastic and receptive to learning things probably a little quicker than when you're older. But like, I swear there is no age that where you're like too old or it's too late to like pick up music. It does.
Yeah.
That's
I've never seen it.
That's fake news, folks. Fake news.
Magadepi says, many times I've felt that bass players and drummers either can only play one instrument or they can play pretty much everything, and they choose to play that, drums or bass, as their one instrument.
I think that tracks a little bit. Yeah, I can see that. I
I
definitely most drummers. Yeah, Stanny for sure. Yeah, like
he was like that. He played drums.
Two of our closest like drummer friends. One of them, literal like music savant, drummer who can like literally play anything, and then John Kyle, who's like just a drummer. Like it's like hardcore, like sheds on drums.
Right. Yeah. So John Kyle was sneaky and in the background. Have you ever heard him play guitar?
Okay, yeah. I feel like at jams there was a jam session where he played, and it was pretty great.
He's sneaky. Yeah, he picks up a guitar and it's like, what the fuck? You're better than all of us, man. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you playing drums? And then he plays drums, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, it's good that you play drums.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're fucking amazing.
Speaking of him, John Kyle, he's the drummer of record on the Batman stuff that we did, and like the X-Files stuff. He did the drums on that. I'm trying to think some of the other ones he did.
One of the only
Ghostbusters.
two other people to play drums in Black Market Dub.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. There are several EPs where John Kyle is the drummer, not
Horseman.
Horseman, who we always talk about.
And
the
now
other one is Magadupi.
Yeah, that's true. The other one is Magadupi. That's wild. And now John Kyle's set up in, I think, Pennsylvania, and he's got like a whole studio set up. I really want us to collaborate with him again for old time's sake. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, we should do that, man. Especially, if he's set up to record drums. You know what we could do, man?
Yeah.
Is just take some of our instrumental tracks,
send them to him,
strip away the drums, send them to him, just have him play along with that reggae song, and then we can just take the music off of that, use those drums.
Yeah. Same goes for Magadupi too. Like I think it'd be fun to do an EP where we had like 4 different drummers on the same EP. That'd be kind of cool. Or just do the next couple EPs, do a Magadupi EP on drums, do a John Kyle on drums.
Maybe we should do that for the next collection of ABBA songs.
That'd be fun.
Magadupi. We probably should have done that in the first place.
That's a great idea. Well, Magadupi, I'm curious. Are you a big ABBA head, or is that just like?
Or is that just really racist?
Is that just annoying as fuck being from that part of the world? I'm trying to think what like the American equivalent would be like if someone from Europe was like
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah, like.
Well, no, I mean, it's probably like, you're from California, so people assume that you love like Sublime and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Which they're right, but still, yeah.
Right, yeah, we do because they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magadupi says I'm all for it. ABBA is a musical phenomenon.
Hell yeah! All right, I like that. I like that.
They are.
I like the pride in one of your region's greatest exports. I think that's good. Okay, where were we with this shit?
Let me just try playing through this now that one of not just a band. Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. I wonder if when ABBA's like all said and done, which I feel like everyone thought they were, and now they're back. But like when they're gone again soon, or in the next few years, I feel like the ABBA should be like made like honorary like diplomats or like. Like ambassadors or something.
Like, or the first time that there are 4 presidents.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well,
just 4 equal heads of state.
I honestly though, guys, I hate to even talk about doing more ABBA because there is no more ABBA out there for us to do. We've scoured. Like 2 of the 4 ABBA tracks that we used on that EP they were live versions. That was all I could find. Like there's really not a lot of studio stuff out there.
Yeah, the isolated vocals. So if you guys can find isolated vocals of ABBA songs,
yeah, we'll do it.
That we haven't found from our normal channels.
Yeah.
Magadupi, to get even more racist, Magadupi, maybe you like the person who like recorded those records or something because you guys all know each other.
Yeah, they all know each other.
You can just walk down the street to the recording studio where they made all that and just ask your cousin who works there.
Ask your local tracks. Ask your local ABBA producer if they've got any spare tracks laying around.
Terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try playing this.
All right. pretty good.
So that's what we got so
Very,
far.
I think that's very solid.
He says,
This
I've
is
actually
wild.
met the daughter of one of their studio drummers. See?
They
See,
all know
guys?
each other, folks. They do.
See?
They know each other.
Stereotypes are
Yep.
sometimes not that far off the mark. Just saying. Okay. So yeah, what thoughts?
I think it's pretty great so far. I mean, I think it'll benefit from going through it a few more times, and but I think overall it's really great. We got to figure out the second half of this last section we're on.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
And
then
then
it
it
starts
loops
over.
again.
Okay, you want to keep going? Keep farming you.
Okay, so where are we on oh shit. Mama
Oh.
Duppy just heard the melody of God Rest You Merry Gentlemen and claims it's a Swedish song. Amazing. Serendipity, folks.
Interesting. All right. Let's get a recording of that traditional. Well, anyway, this is good. More Swedish reggae that we didn't even know was Swedish reggae happening right here, folks.
Will you hold on, let me find my place. Yeah, I mean, my shit that I'm coming up with is just so it's like dumb simple that I'm just hoping you'll make actually cool. But what I'm kind of hearing for that is yeah, I'm not even playing it right, but something like that instead of that's kind of the full line I'm thinking could be kind of cool. See, but it feels late because it's one less chord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You know, there's
cool.
that whole thing,
Yeah.
that whole chestnut. I just want to keep in mind what I'm gonna be playing when it comes back around.
Right, totally.
So.
I almost feel like you could just not play during that last bar.
Yeah. That's probably
Yeah,
all that it really needs to be.
That's a correct answer as well, yeah.
Let it just loop back around.
Yeah. I
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. So this one kind of reminds me of, I think, one of the shows of Christmas past, we were talking about the production style of the reggae songs that they were making in London in like the early 70s,
Okay.
right? We're talking. I found the name of one of the producers who was kind of at the forefront of making this. But there's this whole. There were a couple studios that were kind of like a record factory happening in England in the early 70s, as there were a lot of big Jamaican community over there, and a lot of musicians and a lot of people who are from Jamaica living in London. And the recordings that they made there have this really distinctive style.
Yeah.
This distinctive sort of sound. One of the biggest giveaways is like the strings
Yeah.
that are in it,
Big time.
and this like pop reggae style of the
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, this song sort of has that flavor. I feel like this drum pattern is that kind of style.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they would hear something, British producers would hear something this kind of simple and minimal and be like, fuck, what do we do? Throw an orchestra at it.
Yeah. and the bass of a lot of those songs was stuff like, just that one rhythm following the chords and shit,
Yeah. Andy is just killing it right now. Sidewalk Andy says, smash the like and subscribe buttons, y'all. Like how the USA smashed in the round of 16 at the World Cup.
That's right. We're playing against Netherlands next, man.
That'll be fun.
Ordinarily, I would say a soccer moment. Ordinarily, I would say all
Brandon's
hope is lost.
Brandon's a big World Cup guy. I'm not, because it's hard for me to maintain interest in something once every 4 years. It's hard, but
I am a tremendous,
I do think it's
huge
very,
soccer fan.
I do think it's very, very cool. It is super fun.
It's my favorite sport. I've been obsessed with it for many moons, almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And yep, love my boys, love USA. And ordinarily, I would say there's no hope against Netherlands, but they are not who they used to be. They are not the unstoppable juggernaut that they once were.
Interesting.
And USA is playing as good as I've ever seen them play ever.
Nice.
So who knows? It all comes down to one game. Who knows?
It's fun. I feel like USA usually doesn't have a whole lot of skin in the game, or they don't usually go super far. Is that a correct assessment?
Yeah.
We're not necessarily known as like a football behemoth in the World Cup.
No, definitely not a behemoth. No,
Yeah.
and I think the chances of the USA winning the World Cup are 0.
I just like that Qatar lost immediately. I think that's great.
They are the first and only host nation to lose the opening game.
Well-deserved loss, frankly.
And the only host nation to lose all of their games.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like they were playing with a guilty conscience or something. Like they felt bad. As they should.
Yeah.
All right, Christmas songs.
Christmas songs.
Christmas songs before I start getting into the politics of Qatar and their horrible practices building the stadium for the World Cup.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna take a fresh pass at this.
Yeah, that sounds
And just
good.
feel it out, because every time that we go through, it gets closer.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Magadepi, correction. It's an English hymn.
Oh,
She just heard Swedish versions.
Okay.
Although she showed me a great Swedish jazz version of it.
yeah. That's another thing this side of the songs are drawing from. Whereas like my side of songs is like very inspired from like 50s rock and roll. This is going to be more inspired by like blue beat jazz and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and classical too.
Yeah, exactly. All right, check this out.
That last line you should just link up or somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Get jazzy.
Man, this is wild. So I'm so used to just like arguably butchering these drum tracks and just locking them down to a grid. I can hear him pick up the tempo a little bit towards by like the midpoint towards the end. It's I think it's significantly quicker by like a BPM or two.
Yeah, it changes. And I'm not sure if it's because it was recorded without a click or if it's simply because of the tape drift. I don't know.
It's hard. I would be willing to bet it's like they announce a BPM. They pick a BPM or a tempo. He counts it off but there's no click, right? It's like maybe he hears a click at first and then they just play, kind of shooting for that general tempo. That's kind of how I've always imagined it. Is they're not really playing to a click; they're kind of aspiring to a click.
Aspiring to a click.
Yeah. But I mean, I have no idea. We'd have to ask Prince Fatty. But it is wild because all these drum tracks drift like pretty hard.
Yeah, they do, really significantly.
Yeah.
Okay, Tommy AU, dropping the good news here. Between 2010 and 2020, 7,000 slaves died building the stadiums in Qatar. There you go.
It's insane. Like I feel like we should just strategically like. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. I just can't believe that they were allowed to do that, and FIFA's just like, yeah, this is cool, whatever.
Yeah, it is
really
it's definitely
nuts.
An example of powerful people.
Plus, they've pulled all these
just
fucking
doing whatever
weird shenanigans, like at the last minute banning beer. Like, what the fuck? Banning alcohol like the day before. Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, I saw this I saw this post. Who knows if it was real, but it was like a post where it was like It was like some kind of it almost seemed like a Craigslist ad or something, which is why I kind of think it's fake. But it was really funny, and it was just like pallets and pallets of Budweiser, and it was like, please needed someone to come pick up 7,000 pallets of Budweiser. Because
buyer canceled at the last moment.
Yeah. Well, that's the crazy thing is they originally, I think, I've read that they originally partnered with Budweiser to be like a sponsor. So Budweiser shipped over like so much alcohol. And then the day before they were like, yeah, no, actually, we're not doing that. So Budweiser's just like left high and dry with all this product they can do nothing with. It's stuck in this place.
Yeah, I don't know the exact things. I mean, that part to me doesn't sound as crazy. I mean, it's like it's a thing that is illegal in the country.
Right.
It's like, okay. You know, I mean, they'd be like, you know, like if we go to another country coming from California, Colorado, and like lighting up joints and shit, be like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, totally.
What the fuck? You mean I can't blaze here? It's like, yes, you can't. It's illegal.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and as far as
that part is less insane to me.
I mean, I have less of a problem with it, I guess, because it's like, who cares? Especially compared to like the other things that they did that are way worse.
Dude, you can't drink in the stadium in England.
Really?
Okay. Yes, in England, it is you can't sell beer within sight of the field. When you're in your seat in England at a fucking soccer game, you're not allowed to drink.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. So how backwards and insane are the Arab countries in that way? Not that much compared to the fucking homeland of the sport, where it's the same rules. You know?
Yeah, and kind of like I said earlier, it's such like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's so it just pales in comparison as far as like issues go that matter surrounding the World Cup this year. Like it's just, who cares really, when they had all these fucking slaves dying and all this insane shit that is like unbelievable when you read about it.
Yeah, not letting people drink is not exactly a human rights issue.
Exactly. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
And honestly, man, like I know people who went.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining myself in their shoes. And like, you know,